Why should firms take cybersecurity strategies seriously?
I think as most of us have seen in the news, there have been many cybersecurity related attacks on companies of all sizes. And so it potentially is a franchise risk for any company. And if a company has not been attacked yet, there is a very good likelihood that they will be attacked in the future. In fact, some experts say it could be that they've been attacked already and don't know it. So the bottom line is it's absolutely a topic for every operational risk professional, every business person to take seriously and make sure they understand the situation of their firm.
What cyber threats keep you awake at night?
I'll give a two-part answer to that question. From my own firm's perspective, we spend a lot of time thinking about what the potential threats are that we could experience. And I actually feel quite good that we understand what our defensive posture is and how we should react. What keeps me awake at night is for our own firm's defense, part of what we need to do is when we experience that inevitable attack, how quickly we detect it and how quickly we respond is really the name of the game. And so frankly, we put a lot of focus on operational excellence. We put a lot of focus on practicing how we would react to a major incident. And I want to make sure that we actually pull that off that well when we begin to see an incident. So for my own firm, that's what I focus on. In the larger picture, there certainly are cyber attack scenarios that go more to threatening the stability of our financial system in the country. And I think we don't necessarily understand all those potential impacts. We don't necessarily understand how those attacks would happen. Could they happen? Under what circumstances? And so much like any large disruptive force, like a hurricane, things can play out in a much different way than you thought they might. Your points of weakness in reality might turn out to be much different than what you thought about ahead of time. And so those are very complex questions, and I think it's something that the financial industry is focused on understanding, but it's complicated and frankly it's a little scary.
How is cybersecurity changing op risk practices?
Well, I think more and more companies are understanding, first of all, that cybersecurity is an operational risk. It is a potential situation that could materialize, that could cause very large financial, reputational, regulatory impact on the company. Secondly, I think it's really becoming understood in the firms that are managing the risk well that it takes an integrated understanding of what your exposures are. So it's not something that you can delegate to a team of cybersecurity professionals who are sort of behind the curtain, as it were, doing fairly poorly understood activities and trusting that they're going to take care of everything. It really takes an integrated understanding of what your control environment is, what your weak points are, how your business processes function, what your valuable assets are in terms of information, and looking at that holistically. So I see operational risk professionals and I see cybersecurity professionals really trying to understand together both parts of that and work in a more integrated fashion to understand the risk and mitigate it. And absolutely in terms of response, having an integrated response across all facets of operational risk involving internal fraud investigation teams, involving the privacy professionals, cybersecurity operational risk, having that integrated response so that, as I said before, you understand what's going on as quickly as possible and react as quickly as possible.